Wouldn't want to do this with anyone else. What do you think of the game right now? What do you think of these teams looking like?
Well, it's really hard to know what to expect, Baggin. There's a lot of players here that I'm not really too familiar with, and we do have a relatively new patch here to work with as well. So it's hard to know really what to expect for this first one.
You got it. You got it. It looks like
This is a beautiful studio, though. I just wanted to mention that. A very lovely
Hey guys, we
studio that's
were
built.
still like debating like who goes where, that kind of basic stuff. So could we have
Oh.
like a few more seconds maybe?
Yeah. You guys, you guys take your time. If you guys want to do
Yeah.
that, you guys can. Me and Krumi are gonna talk about you guys behind your back. Just talking about like what we think the
Yeah.
teams are gonna look like, because
Mhm.
yeah.
Someone started it up and we weren't really ready.
Oh, that would be MPTY or Marty. He will be holding
Okay.
the fort for you guys while you guys are deciding. Should I make a another lobby for when you guys need to talk to each other?
I
Just
think
press
we
an
have.
R in chat when you're ready. That should be fine, right?
Yep. Just type R in chat when you guys are ready.
Alright.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna put you over. Yep, right next to me. Trying to figure out the best ways to show the client while we're both at the desk. Just cause.
Oh man, yeah.
Why not? At least. Oh, looks like they're already set for the game. So right now we have Team 1 and Team 2 looking for the bands. Very interesting, crewman. You said earlier that we don't know some of these players. Some of these are new players. What do you think we're gonna expect?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, we have some relatively high ranked players. We have one diamond, a few emeralds sprinkled in here a little bit. Some plats. But so there's some people that definitely could be considered relatively high rated in the lobby here. So for them in particular, obviously. If anybody who was here since the beginning will know that those folks were the captains, the two highest ranked players that we have for the lobby were the captains for their respective teams. And I believe they were both ADCs. Isn't that right, Baggin?
Yes, the two captains were actually ADCs, and looking at the two bans immediately, the two captains going for the throw and banning two ADCs out of the pocket. Just so we can let the people know here, some of the people that are new here are from G2E, the Northeastern College, and I had to check my shirt real quick. I'm repping one of their jerseys. Just for tonight to show them some support and love. But they know each other better than we know them. So looking at the next two picks, they got a brand support probably pan and a volley on the right side.
Okay, could you tell us maybe a little bit more about that, Baggin? So which players know each other, first of all, do you know? And then, like, are they on an esports team together? Like, how is that all...
so far...
How did this all come to pass?
So far, the two captains are from the college esports team. We know a person who goes to Northeastern who's actually set up the G2E club Rushi, or aka Rush Up 99. Shout out to the guy.
Shout out Rush.
Shout out Rush for creating an amazing club at your school. It is an honor to see these kids join in on these special occasions for League Customs. So that's how we got here today. It looks like the final bans were going to be Warwick and Smolder. So Warwick's very interesting. I know that Warwick just got a recent buff, but I'm gonna put this.
He did.
I'm gonna put this out there because I'm a little salty about it. But every time I play these League Customs, they always ban Warwick on me. It hurts, but you know what? At least he's getting some love, and I ain't mad at that.
That's why you've transitioned to the casting side of things, right, Baggin?
Yeah,
and it's because you just can't get your hands on the Warwick. So what's the point?
Yeah, exactly. If I can't get my hands playing the game, I'm just gonna watch. It's gonna be. I'm gonna sit here with one of my best bros. Shoutcasting, sitting here, having a good time. It looks like Lucian for Hiyazaki, and the Teemo pick. I'm gonna guess that Teemo pick is no other than Soulja Boy himself.
Wow.
Mr. Elliot.
Okay, interesting. So we do have a known Teemo player
we do.
On the red side here. Unfortunately, I didn't get any team names for many of these guys before we jumped into the draft here. So I guess for this first one, at least, we're probably just gonna have to go with blue team and red team. If that sounds okay to you, Baggin, unless you want to like take it upon ourselves to name these teams, but I don't know if I'm really comfortable with that.
I say what we do is we call them team blue, team red, and the next game we should ask them themselves to think of a team name that they'd like.
Yeah.
I think
it's an important piece. I think
it's an important piece. It tells them, it tells us who they want to look like, who they want to be in these games, the motto, the image, So I think we should let those players decide and think about it. If they are here and they do hear this and Hopefully none of them can stream snipe behind 3 minutes. I hope they can think of one.
That's right. That's right.
If anything,
Yeah. Well, something to revisit later, but I guess blue team and red team will suffice for now. But yeah, the red team with the known Teemo player is definitely a spicy opening for this League of Customs night. And they're going for a lot of ranged characters on the red side. The Kai'Sa and the Senna as well. There's not really too much to set up the Kai'Sa on that side just yet, Baggin.
no, not yet. It seems like they're going a full dive comp, or more heavier in the dive comp. The Teemo pick, I know that's going to be a top lane Teemo. The Irelia, I'm going to guess, actually, is MPTY's pick. He used to be a amazing Irelia player back in the day before the rework, so I'm going to call that one out. We got Hao Tao on the Naughty Nautilus. It looks like they're also going for the engage pick on blue side as well, though, with the Nautilus, Fiddles, Akali, and the Lucian. Let's see what they're like.
Yeah, I mean, both sides are pretty light on engage so far. So I think the Nautilus lock-in here would probably do great things for the blue team in terms of the team composition. But I am a little bit curious about who's actually going to be going top lane for this blue team. That's something I'm not really entirely sure about.
That is a good point, actually.
Yeah.
If I was blue team and if I was coaching and calling these shots, I think what I would say is going to be Lucian mid, Ashe Nautilus bot, Fiddle jungle, and Akali top.
Personally, my money is actually on the Lucian Nautilus bot lane and Ashe top.
Ooh.
Is where I'm putting my bet tonight.
Okay, I can see that. And then I think it's gonna be Teemo jungle this game.
Yeah, Teemo jungle. This actually was terrorizing the solo queues. I believe 1 or 2 patches ago. They did bring it down a little bit recently, but yes, the Teemo jungle has been a thing pretty recently.
Nice. Now we're just gonna be waiting here for the 2 minute and 49 mark to load into game. While we do that, we should just talk about who we think is gonna be on those champions. I think it's gonna be MPTY on Irelia. I'm trying to remember some of the new players. I can't remember their names. I'm gonna have to write their names on a sticky note and
yeah, it's awkward with the client here. We can kind of cheat, I guess, by pulling up like the Discord calls, but then obviously not everybody's Discord name is the same as their league name, so then that can get a little bit confusing. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. I think for both sides, the team compositions are pretty aggressive. There's not really a ton of engaged. Really, the Nautilus is kind of like the only engaged champion, I want to say, in the entire game. So that's going to be pretty interesting. There's going to be a lot of poking, a lot of standoffs I'm anticipating around these objectives before anybody can really, find that isolated target to pick off. But I do think the blue team might have a little bit of an edge just because they do have the Nautilus, and then you have stuff like the Ashe can pick people off with the ultimate as well. So in any kind of these stalemate situations, I would be a little bit nervous for the red team with this composition.
I do see that. I think this is going to be a very heavy team-focused game when it comes to team fighting. And, who has the better engage on the back line here? You see Kai'Sa, Irelia, they're going to be looking to possibly jump on the more squishy targets like Ashe and Lucian. But I think that we're just going to have to hope and pray that blue team can peel for themselves if they get stuck in that situation. All right.
Which composition do you like better overall, Baggin? Are you leaning one way or the other? On the red side, we have, I believe it was the R5 pick, right? So that was going into, whatever they expected to be facing off against in the top lane. But what do you think about these two drafts overall and what these teams have put together for our first game?
Honestly, I'm going to have to say that I am looking... Ooh, this is tough. I'm not going to lie.
It is.
I'm thinking. See, I don't want to be biased, but I really like Senna and Irelia, but I really think that a good Fiddle and Nautilus combo is something scary to look out for on the Rift. So I'm going to have to, go for the Fiddle Nautilus combo. I think that's going to be a little bit dangerous later on in the late game. All right.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm kind of liking what blue side has put together as well. I'm also kind of a known Teemo anti. So that's just a little fun fact about me for anybody who didn't know. But yeah, if there's ever a team composition that has Teemo on it, you're gonna find me betting against that. So that's where I'm at.
Heard. All right, now that we are loading into game, let's wait and see.
Are we going to break, or are we just
can go into-
trucking right through
We
here?
can go into break. Let me put us on break right now. Actually, I gotta.
Okay, we'll go on a short little break. We'll get set up for the game, and we'll be back onto Summoner's Rift for our first game. Uh,
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
oh wait, what? Wait, where are you at?
What do you mean?
I thought I needed a second before. I'm still at 5 seconds.
Oh, you still at 5 seconds? Oh,
Yeah.
Just hit live. And 3, 2.
Wait, what do you mean?
Oh no. You're at 5 seconds?
Where?
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm paused at 5 seconds, so we can synchronize our games.
Okay, ready, set, and go.
6, 7, 8, 9. Are we at the same place?
I'm a second behind, but that's okay.
12?
I'm at like, when you say 12, it's like about to hit 12.
Okay, I mean we could just go back.
Okay. Go to 10. Just start at 10.
All right.
And then hit.
I'll count. I'll count.
Go,
I'll
you count.
count.
Yeah.
We're gonna unpause. I'm at 10 You're at 10 seconds? Okay, we're gonna unpause on go. All right?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, good.
I think so.
Okay.
Let's get it. You know, that's something I've never.
Let's get it.
That's something I actually didn't know. So that's good to know.
Welcome.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it with the remote online streams.
That makes
You just kind of
that makes total sense. What if? Okay, so maybe I should stream it to the Discord. Would that work if I did 2?
Yeah, that could be another option. Yeah, instead of me being in the actual lobby, you know, I could just like watch your stream on Discord. That's something that I definitely have done before. The only issue with that you can sometimes run into is like the streaming quality of Discord itself can sometimes suffer, especially if you know there's a lot of load on your internet or this sort of thing. So that can be a little bit unreliable in that sense, but it's obviously easier in the sense that we don't have to do the whole counting thing and you know loading into the client and all that jazz. But neither here nor there. I think we've got it all sorted out for this first game at least. And these teams don't really seem to be going for too much. The level 1 mark. It's going to be a respective blue buff start, it looks like, bagging for both of our junglers.
Yep. It seems like they're actually just holding it down from both sides. Very interesting for sure. Let's see if we called these lanes right, actually. Yep, we did have the Marty on the Irelia pick in the mid side. We have a Kali top, actually. That is the thing that took us for a whirl. Kai'Sa sent a bot side on the red. Teemo jungle.
And it is the Ashe, or no, yes, the Akali top. You were right. You were right about the Akali top. That's interesting.
Oh, and then we have the Analyst. Analyst getting a pull on.
Yeah, first hook landing for Hu Tao. Very nice. I definitely am going to be keeping my eyes on the Nautilus, particularly as we get more towards the mid stages of the game. As we get more towards those team fights, I really do think that the Nautilus could be a huge difference maker with these compositions.
I agree.
That dredge line didn't quite find the mark.
See here, it looks like that mid lane has a lot of power right now, pushing in the ADC.
Some possibly interesting runes and summoners to take note of here. I haven't quite finished fixing my scoreboard just yet. But, yeah, the Akali going for the Conqueror. So, definitely anticipating some more extended skirmishes is the Akali. As, Rakes gets to get first blooded in the mid lane. Solo kill for Empty.
That was actually a lot quicker than I expected. I saw it for a second, and then goodbye, Rakes.
Yeah, I was not ready for that. Clearly, Rakes wasn't ready for that either.
Rakes using the TP
He
to
had picked up for the first blood.
Rakes using TP to get back.
Oh, in the top lane as well. Some Desire going for the Haymaker for the shield.
But could not.
Stays alive for now. Oh, I feel like Twice the Charm could have got in there with the flash auto attack, but not willing to risk it.
Some Desires was really close to dying there. I am surprised that he actually survived with such little health.
Yeah, was very, very close for sure, but both top laners holding on to their flashes. Nerves of steel up there.
Team on the top side, knowing that Akali's probably backing now.
We have our junglers trading off the Scuttle Crabs. We do have, obviously, both starting their respective blue buffs. They were clearing towards opposite sides. Both will secure some shellfish for their troubles. Oh, nice and even so far. Teemo trying to get down here into that South River to contest the crab. Not going to be in time, though. Root landing onto the Ash. Isaac, team captain, able to back away from that one.
Ooh, Nolans getting the pull on Kai'Sa. Going in, trying to get some damage. Making a decent trade. Senna trying to get that trade even more better for the red side.
Yeah, Kai'Sa Senna pretty much underneath their turret right now, so the threat of the all-in is not really that potent at the moment. Some Desired looking for a little bit of a trade, but I think Akali able to step out of that Haymaker, so Twice the Charm getting the better end of that one for sure up in the top lane.
I really looking to back, but Lucian pushing them off.
Looks like the Styx is going to be starting up the Dragon. Teemo is also in the area. The Virtuta unperturbed. Oh, no, never mind. That's an effigy. Oh my goodness, I get baited by that so much. Virtuta actually in the mid lane, not taking the Dragon. Which I knew the whole time, clearly.
Akali and Set fighting in the top side. Akali looking to win the
Yeah,
trade.
Some Desire is going to go for the Ghost.
Ooh.
Does get the pull back with the Face Breaker. But, Akali able to dash away. Rakes. Got to be careful. The Lucian, low health and low mana, needs to get this wave shoved out. Just going to go for the reset. This is really rough for the Lucian. Rakes has no teleport. Empty's going to crash this big wave, and the Lucian has just gone back to base. And meanwhile, top lane, the flash to the other side of the Haymaker, and the flash wave for Some Desired. Set is able to get the distance and gets back underneath the turret. So another close call for Some Desired, but again, the Set does manage to survive. And Al Shasi taking the... I actually didn't know that you could do this. I didn't know that you could take Dragon from inside the banana brush. Today I learned.
That's actually interesting. Today I learned also. Hopefully the enemy team didn't.
Never thought I'd learn something from a Teemo player, but here we are.
Here we are. Oh, actually, speaking of Teemo player, I was completely wrong. It's not...
Yeah, you were predicting the Soldier Boy Teemo, I believe, as Rakes is getting engaged on once again. The flash away underneath the turret he goes, Empty with another solo bolo 2 on the board for the red team.
Teemo looking to invade on the Fiddlesticks.
And gonna find Fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks doesn't really care about being blinded very much, but probably should care about this very strong Irelia, who is now moving over. Can't quite close this. A flash forward for Alsha. Does manage to get the kill onto Virtute. Now Twice the Charm in a 1v3. The perfect execution forward. The flash away for Empty. Staying alive for now. Q's away on the other side of the 5-point strike. Irelia survives. And Akali used everything there and got nothing for it.
Can somebody call Faker? Is Irelia the second Demon King up and coming? 1 HP? Are you kidding me? See,
It's like Empty is like the unkillable demon. What's below a prince? A duke?
a Duke?
The unkillable demon duke? That's something, I think, right?
I think so, I think so. I'm not good with royalty, you know, I'm just happy to be here.
Something like that.
Something like that.
So, okay, a little bit of a situation down here in the bottom lane. The flash away for Rush and the heal from Soldier Boy is going to get Kai'Sa sent out to safety. Meanwhile, Teemo taking down this first cohort of grubs. Some Desire has moved into the enemy jungle and is distracting Virtute, while Alsha finishes off another neutral objective. Everything coming up red team so far, Baggin.
Yeah, so see the score actually right now.
Oh, the flash for the Dredge line has connected onto the center, who does still have the flash, but is not going to get the opportunity to use it. First kill of the game now for blue team. Right as I said, I guess that was my fault, huh? Sorry, red team. That one's on me.
Crewman just jinxing the blue team. I mean, the red team.
I forget. You know, it's been a while since my last cast. I kind of forget my own power, you know, in these kinds of situations. Showstopper in the top lane is Some Desired, looking for a little bit of revenge, but Twice the Charm, just an easy little backflip underneath the turret, stays alive once again. Akali is just so slippery, so difficult for a champion like Set to really pin down.
Looks like Fiddle is trying to go for the top, gank on top side. Fiddle getting the feed
Yeah, he's
off.
making a move towards the Set, but it's still only a level 5 Fiddlesticks. There's not really that much he can do. Even Desire doing some sit-ups in the Fiddlesticks' face there. A little bit of BM for good measure. You love to see it.
You love to see it.
Underneath the turret again for Empty again! Empty! Oh, man! Oh, somebody get this Lucian out of mid lane! Oh, my goodness.
You hate to see it here on the Summoners, right?
Give my boy some help.
He needs some
Jeez
help.
Louise. Some milk. Oh, yeah, that too. That too.
Akali backing, not being afraid to use the TP just in case, and using the TP. Fiddle looking to stay there. Akali looking to go in. Fiddle might be sitting there waiting for the time to jump in. Oh, actually, never mind.
That's an effigy.
That's effigy.
He got you too.
He got me too.
It's not just me. See, everybody? And I believe we do have R2 activation on the board for Twice the Charm, looking for the solo kill onto Some Desire, but the Set does manage to get away to another close call. Man, that's 3 times now that Twice the Charm has been like 1 hit away from a solo kill onto Desire, but Some Desire is getting away barely with a sliver of health every time. And meanwhile, Rakes, oh dear. But he does have a Nautilus in the wings, waiting in the wings this time around. Irelia is going to be able to dash back to the minion wave. Depth charge committed, but the Irelia is back underneath the turret. Going to be able to stay safe for now. Meanwhile, Hayasaki in a 1v2 right now. Kai'Sa, Plasma procs almost coming through there, but now the Plasma has fallen off. Now the Ash will turn it around. Hayasaki flashed away, staying alive. Now the reinforcements on the way. In comes the Fiddlesticks Crow Swarm. In he comes. And there's the kill. Rush goes down. Dredgeline connects as well onto the Senna. Soldier Boy, though, is going to be able to get away. Meanwhile, Empty's teleported into the play. The Irelia trying to make something happen. Alsha moving in as well from the jungle. Hu Tao will have to be sacrificed. Virtue trying to get back underneath the turret, but the Irelia will not be denied. One more for Empty and one for the Teemo jungle as well. Red team coming away with the better end of it, 2 for 1.
I gotta say, Crewman, your shoutcasting skills are immaculate.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I try. We do have another neutral objective under fire right now. Alsha got a monopoly on those neutrals so far this game. Fiddlesticks hasn't really been able to contest whatsoever.
Akai looking for the trade on top side. Going in, getting the Q off, hitting a passive.
It's only a matter of time before Twice the Charm finally manages to get that solo kill, right? I mean, he's been so close so many times now. surely at some point before the laning phase is over, the Akali will get her solo kill.
And I do.
Maybe not though.
I do believe too. I do have faith. I was rooting for the.
You have the faith?
I do. I was rooting for the blue side to win actually. Not win, but win early.
We did like their draft better.
Yeah, we did like their draft
it's
better,
true.
but
So
they might have the late game. I do have faith.
maybe.
Desire going
Okay,
to the ulti.
showstopper, but the perfect execution is there to get Charm back out to safety. Teemo level up right now in the jungle matchup. Gonna be able to push Virtue out of the banana brush. Gains control over that area. The second grub spawn is available on the map right now. Teemo actually flashing forward, looking for that kill onto the Fiddlesticks, but we're watching the mid lane right now as Empty looking to finish off at Rakes once again, but gets locked up underneath the turret, has to flash out to stay alive. Meanwhile, it's the flash forward for Desire, gets the face breaker, and it's the set who picks up the solo kill in top lane. And meanwhile, Rakes did also die. 2 more for the red team. They're up now 8-2, and they've got every single objective you could ever want.
4 towers on the red side. Decent deficit for gold. 2-8. It's not looking pretty for the blue team.
No, it is not. Absolutely not pretty at all.
Let's look at the scoreboard again. Right now we have the Teemo in the mid lane. I mean, Teemo the jungle. And the mid laner, Irelia, on the red side with some bounty. And Ashe with bounty too. It's very interesting to see though. We see that Ashe is doing well in the playstyle of saving gold. And I think they should...
Okay, Crystal Arrow. The tower has fallen. The rush killer instinct for the shield. And that's going to be the solo kill. That is, well, not really. It was a 2v1 kill onto Heizuki. But the point is, red team, bot, duo, were able to pick up that kill as well as the first brick, so that gold lead going to snowball even further in their favor. Heizuki's first death of the game. The rest of the team not doing so hot. Now the captain finally has fallen as well.
Irelia going in for the Nautilus, trying to do some damage. Dodging the hook on
Oh
the tower.
my goodness.
Taking 2 towers.
This Irelia is so fed. Wonder if he has another item back in base. Let's check the gold. 1,200 in pocket right now for the Irelia. Not quite going to be able to get to that next item, but not too far off. Well, there's a little bit something for blue team. Ray's going to be able to get that objective bounty off the mid-tier 1. Oh, okay, Killer Instinct on cooldown. So the Lucian is safe. We're 2 minutes out on our next dragon baggin'. Oh wow, that's great. That's an amazing rhyme. Did you calculate that when you were choosing your handle?
No, actually.
Well done. We're 2 minutes out. I was just gonna give you the credit for it. But anyways, we've got another dragon coming up pretty soon here, baggin'. And of course, with the first 2 going the way of the red team, they are poised to put themselves up to soul point here, and it's a Hextech soul no less. Incredibly threatening. The blue team gonna have to make a stand here, I think, and win this next team fight, or I think they're pretty cooked.
I think so too. Honestly, it's very interesting because I see the red side playing around their high carries more than the blue side for sure. Nautilus getting stuck.
Wu Tao in trouble, gonna commit the depth charge and flash the way to stay alive. Meanwhile, Rakes also in trouble, dodges away from the fall through wet, but the Vanguard's edge is there, and Empty just does not care about anything that this Lucian can do. In comes the Fiddlesticks, but Virtue is 4 levels down on this Irelia. He's just gonna get sliced into little scarecrow pieces.
Distracting
Little sticks.
Sticks and stones.
Yeah, he distracted her. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Were you about to say sticks and stones may break my bones?
I definitely was gonna say that. Yeah, that was gonna be my. No, I wasn't, but that would be a great call.
I think so too. I would not lie.
Okay, Twice the Charm, Killer Instinct, R2, activation available once again. Gonna use it for the retreat. The Stridebreaker, though, some desire. Looking for another. Whoa, that was pretty cute, but the showstopper
Not
is
the
there.
push-ups, not the crunches. Anything but the
Oh
crunches.
no, not the crunches, not like this.
Doc Quantum says,
Oh, and my.
Irelia is nuts. We do agree. We do see that. We do see that.
Yeah, I'm seeing that as well. But my heart does kind of break for Twice the Charm, man. So close so many times in that matchup, but in the end, not able to do it. And wasn't really able to outplay the big old punch to the face, the set special. And here we are. And that's going to be the tier 2 going down as well for the red team. They are just getting full run over Summoner's Rift right now. Even the charge into the tier 3 for good measure. So Some Desired, no Summoners and no Ultimate. So the set is probably going to die for that charge into the tier 3. But it's about sending a message, right? And I think that message was very much sent as he almost took Twice the Charm down with him.
I think the message was that he did not care. Oh, but he was also doing it for
I agree. Yeah. So this is going to be the Hextech Soul Point going over. The poor little Fiddlesticks just can't even get close to this Dragon Pit because there's just a terrifying lady with like 7 billion swords flying around her that's standing guard. So that's just not going to happen. That is going to be Hextech Soul Point for the red team to complement their 7,000 gold lead. And yeah, I'm thinking this one's pretty much done and dusted.
Yep, it is a 3-11 game, 26 to 33 gold, and
oh dear,
Ash going for the flash, not being
Isaacy in trouble. Yeah, that's just gonna be a good old-fashioned Irelia gaming.
Empty giving the good old razzle dazzle, the Chicago special.
Oh, little Chicago handshake for you, Isaacy. That's how we do it. Some Desired wants a little piece of this Scarecrow. Yes, your sticks and stones are going to break. My bones are completely fine. The sticks are what's in danger. And they are going to get punched in the face, taken down. Some Desired with some more sit-ups to continue sending that message.
Some Desires.
He's got a Haymaker still on deck as well. Where's it going to go? There's the Haymaker. Ooh. There's the double kill in the 2v4. My goodness. And the Nautilus is going to pick up the last hit. Some Desired... Man,
it's very
go easy on him with
Nautilus pinging the set, questioning the man's logic. Some people are out here to win lanes. Some other people just want to win the mental, and I think that Some Desire is definitely winning the mental for this one.
And some people just want to watch the top lane burn.
You know, actually, when I think about top lane, you know, MPTY says it to me myself. You know, whenever I'm top lane, he says you're on an island. And I feel like this top lane game was definitely that. We didn't see many games in the top side, did we?
No, not many. Not many. There was, I think, one attempt from Bertute, but it didn't really work out. That was the level 5 Fiddlesticks in the top lane, if you recall. But, yeah, for the most part, it was just the mano-a-mano up there. Hu Tao, oh dear, there's an Irelia. And I sense more death in the immediate future. Hu Tao... Gonna get taken down here by Rush, and Heisky is not gonna be able to get away either. That's gonna be number 8 for Empty Legendary on the Irelia. Absolutely exemplary game number 1 tonight for League Customs. Empty looking to have a stormer of a show in this evening. Ghosting forward now for Some Desire. Empty flashing in for the Vanguard's Edge. My goodness, what did that guy do to you? Holy, they just used everything and obliterated Rakes. No mercy, I guess.
Yep, I think we, making this custom tonight, we ruined friendships today. I think, there's gonna be some turmoil at Northeastern.
You know, there's Monopoly, and then there's League of Legends. You know, some games are just meant to destroy relationships.
This is just one of them today. Ooh, Fiddle getting the fear.
Oh, yeah, it is. That is one of them. Yeah, Alsha, I'm not sure why the Teemo is sticking around here. We do have a flanking Senna situation. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm glad we backed away from that one.
I gotta say, I do respect the Teemo, you know, showing some cojones walking up close like that, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of surprised that didn't work. Like, if that was me on the blue team, I just see red and I right-click that Teemo until one of us is dead. You know, that's kind of just all that would happen there.
Are you saying if you were on the field that you would just go straight for the Teemo?
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
You said you were a Teemo hater. I will say. Is it?
Oh, I am. I am.
Is it the Yordle or is it just the character itself?
It's the character. It goes back, you know. I've been playing for a while, and you know, I'm not under any. Okay, Rakes. Oh, we're gonna be able to dash away from that flawless duet. Nicely done.
I'm not gonna lie. That was a little sketchy, Riot.
It was scary for a moment, but Yeah, I'm under no illusion that there are obviously many champions that have been released in more recent times that really just make Teemo look so tame in comparison. Like he really is pretty inoffensive at this point compared to what exists currently in the game. But you know, it's just the history, you know, for me. As you know, back in the day when I was first cutting my teeth as a young League of Legends player, Teemo just enraged me to no end. You know, that's kind of just what the champion does, and I've held the grudge ever since. As Virtute is going to get pulled in by the set and immediately dies. And now we've got Twice the Charm going in with the perfect execution. Death Charge, pretty nice. Finds a couple of knockups there. Soldier Boy going to be able to flash away. Stays alive on the Senna. Hu Tao now trying to get away. Does utilize the flash. I'm not sure why, but he did use it. And now we've got the E connecting for Twice the Charm. Going to be able to get in there. Finishes off Soldier Boy and is going to die for his troubles. 3 for 1. Red team on top once again.
Some days.
So how's your day, Baggin?
My day's been pretty good. Nothing very eventful.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I was prepping for today.
Usual.
The stream, yeah.
Yeah. Had to tidy up the studio, right? Make sure everything's looking ship shape for the big stream.
Had to pick up some wires, you know, off the floor, you know, put them behind, you know, some TVs and
Yeah. As you do.
Nothing eventful, you know. How about you? How was your day?
Oh, mine was pretty relaxing. You know, I didn't really do too much today either. Also, you know, just kind of, you know, making sure I was ready for this. Yeah, you know, just tidy up a little bit. But, you know, get in a couple of solo queue games. Solo queue did not go very well today. Maybe I'll try a little bit more after customs night, but I didn't, you know, I played a couple games. Didn't go very well. Oh,
I definitely respect that, you know. I myself, I need to, you know, get out there more and start playing more ranked games. Well, that wasn't very nice. Poor dude was brought by us back. Heard.
So we did just see the Hextech Soul getting secured by the red team. They're up now 20-5 and about 14,000 gold. So it's pretty ridiculous. You know, I'm not very interested in talking about this game anymore, Baggin, to be totally honest with you, because it's just a little bit painful at this point. Virtute is going to be able to flash away after securing his Gromp, so that's a small win, right? Gromp secured. Don't look at the Baron Pit. Nobody look at the Baron Pit. Okay, there's nothing happening over here. Totally fine.
Let's see what MPTY is doing. MPTY is fighting a 3-man at the bot side. Oh, actually a 4-man.
Okay, yeah. Blue team, we're looking for the pick here. Empty's overextended, and they got him, ladies and gentlemen. Empty's first death of the game. Huge shutdown for the blue team, and we're not looking at the... Nobody look at the Baron Pit.
Nobody check the Baron Pit.
Huge shutdown for blue team. Well done. Well done.
Also, we have 8 viewers in the Twitch today. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for joining. We are still here, playing the first custom of the day. I am getting some messages from them. They're showing me. The first game's already over, so this game might be ending pretty soon.
I certainly hope so, Baggin.
Me too. I am gonna say that the blue team won. They, I always gotta root for the underdog.
Yeah, you know what? I think, you know... Oh, please don't die to the mushroom. Please don't die to the mushroom. No, don't! Virtue! No! Ah! Oh, so much! Oh, God. Virtue, no. Oh, I guess there's some more fighting happening. Hu-Tao's gonna get back into the base, and Some Desired is gonna flash in there. I'm gonna go for the big old showstopper into the back line. Has the Haymaker ready and waiting. Where's it gonna go? There's the Haymaker. It finishes off Rakes. The set does also die. The Dredge Line's gonna connect onto the Lucian, and Hu-Tao's gonna immediately die for it. Probably wishes it didn't connect onto the Lucian. And now Twice the Charm is gonna run back towards the Nexus turrets. The Inhibitor will fall. And the Nexus, you have to imagine, will be quick to follow. It's the good old-fashioned tutorial victory, Baggin. We're taking every single structure, every single buff on the map. Nothing will be left behind. It's like it's like the Grinch stealing Christmas. You know, he took all of the presents, all of the tinsel, all of the decorations, and that's what the red team has done here. They've taken every single thing away until there's nothing left. And that is going to conclude our first game of the night here in League of Customs. 27 minutes on the game clock. An absolute shellacking by the red team.
I gotta say, Rome wasn't built in a day, but this red team definitely was. It was very incredible to see the first game go to red team. Let's see how the second game goes.